I can guarantee you every single one of those students loves him. Like, loved him a lot.
Police make an arrest for the murder of a popular middle school teacher, and social media helps find the suspected killer, someone the teacher has known for years.
Why couldn't he just be a man instead of having to kill the one person I never thought would have been taken away from me?
The news leader, broadcasting for all North Texas. Fox 4 News starts now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. Police say the two were out together the night teacher Ross Shreves was shot and killed.
Yeah, they weren't best friends, but they had known each other since high school. First tonight on Fox 4, Phil Alvarado in Kennedale. And Phil, that's where the two grew up together.
That's right, Heather, and we have talked to people who know both men. They say that they came up together in school all the way through elementary school and then graduated here from Kennedale High School. At that point, friends say that they more or less went their own separate ways, and at some point, for reasons that aren't clear, their paths crossed again, and it was a path that led to murder. John Ross Shreves was a popular, well-liked teacher at Kennedale Middle School. Friends say Shreves had gone through the early years in school with 27-year-old Patrick Brooks. They graduated together in the class of '04 from Kennedale High School.
They graduated, they went separate ways. Ross's life took him down a wonderful journey. He took the high road, and Patrick didn't.
Brooks has a criminal record for DWI and weapons charges. Now he's in jail, charged with killing his friend, Ross Shreves.
When my daughter-in-law found out who it was, she's like, oh my God, you know, they were friends. He was quiet, he was reserved, you know, and from what I understand, so was Ross. And that's why they had like a kinship.
Besides teaching, Shreves was a power lifter, as seen in this video on YouTube. Friends say it's one of the things he enjoyed most. In an arrest warrant affidavit, police say they learned Brooks caught up with Shreves on Facebook 6 or 7 months ago. The arrest affidavit says on June 9th, Brooks sent Shreves a text, "Want to get something to drink?" Shreves replied, "Meet at No Frills?" Brooks, "I can't drive. I got another DWI a couple of weeks ago." According to the affidavit, Shreves picks up Brooks at his grandparents' home where Brooks is living. Police say within seconds after parking behind the sports bar, Shreves was dead, shot several times in the head and neck. Police reviewed surveillance video. They say within 30 seconds after they arrived, a man they believe is Brooks leaves the car and runs away. Shreves students are grieving, but also angry.
I want my Mr. Shreves back, and I want all the memories we could have had back. But no, somebody had to be a coward and take his life, and he didn't deserve it.
Kelsey Ward Braddock says Shreves encouraged her to act on her singing career. He was there for all her performances. At 14, she's dealing with emotions she's never felt.
Apparently, he had a tattoo on his chest saying, "Only God can judge me." Well, guess what? There's going to be 12 people in a courtroom judging you.
Some very strong words from a young student, obviously very hurt by the loss of her teacher. Police aren't saying much about the motive. In fact, they've indicated that Brooks is not cooperating that much with them. Other things that we've learned in the affidavit is that apparently Shreves' body lay in that car for over 2 hours. The engine's still running, the light's still on, before he was discovered by a night manager early in the morning. Another thing that friends tell us is that apparently Shreves, for some reason, had unfriended Brooks recently, and then police say in the affidavit that Brooks had unfriended Shreves and even had tried to shut down his Facebook. Steve?
I feel that whole Facebook unfriending thing, the timing is, of course, suspicious of that. But do we know what the heck got these two back together recently? Do we know that?
We don't know specifically, and I think police are trying to find that out too, and that's going to probably lead back to motive. But friends tell us again that Brooks is the one who sought out Shreves, and they tell us that Shreves is the kind of guy that wouldn't have minded, catching up with some of his old classmates. But one of the things that we're learning from police again in the affidavit is that apparently Brooks may have tried to end his Facebook, to cut off any kind of connections with Shreves. In fact, they say when he was questioned, he denied knowing him recently, said he hadn't seen him for 5 years, but the one thing he didn't count on was that Shreves' cell phone was still in his car, and it had all the texts that the two had exchanged And as far as police can tell, Brooks is the last person that communicated with Shreves.
Yeah, a lie like that leads to a lot more questions. All right, Phil Alvarado, live in Kennedale tonight. Thank you.